Into your bitaka say, Emprache ed the chawade. Emprache dear, and yet the end chawade because Emprache unye free. You are not free. Invite somebody, tell a friend that there's a program you need to listen, and especially say also be warrior. Now also for I mean, the married counselors are not talking about temperament, Miss Rao. Catch you some fan shimu no mun church. Oh, dear fena who you know waware no. Na dear who you know, that is what we call the weakness side of this person who you know. Ukuhunwo, even honeymoon, a bones better than talk. And fan will say, what can all these vows? In marriage, we marry to perfect each other, not to compete each other. Tinio. If today is your first time being here, please click on the red button or whatever color it is. It's called subscribe. Love is pain. We didn't add the Pastor Sam program with your friend Marriage Academy. When you put show pass it, we do a video at 97.1 would see Sir Jumedi and Yakupon show Debbie, Madame Deborah. Yakupon Shah, when you crew, Mr. Dominic, Honorable Dominic, Yakupon Shah, Pa, you are your favorite. You don't miss this program. Yakupon Shah, Pa. Greetings to everybody that also listen. Yakupon Shah, Pa. And then we want to go straight and talk about last week. BBC question began to me and dealing with it. I say, how do I manage a phlegmatic partner? How? So it's like, how do I live it out with an opposite temperament? Maybe I would be correct. The major aspect is a correct temperament. And my partner, so they are phlegmatic. And you know, question now, how do I manage a phlegmatic partner? Today you are going to answer that one. Okay, so stay glued to your radio sets and invite somebody, tell a friend that there's a program you need to listen, and especially say also be warrior. Now also for I mean, the married counselors are not talking about temperament, Miss Rao. Catch you some fan shimu no mun church because because listen, unipa na ekotina. And you need to know the character of this person, the personality. In fact, nabusu, you need to know. So ade unimwa. That's what the Bible says. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. I don't know unimwa. Why will you perish on what you know? And why will you be surprised on what you know? Adia unimu dear. There is nothing like surprise. What you say? Because and then the first 3 months or the first 2 months or the first 1 month or the first 4 weeks come to the 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. Once and to be the first day is because the counselors could not do much on people's temperament. Partners and say the good aspect is what you have seen. No, the nice one, and because being in a town can oh, dear fena who you know waware no. Na dear who you know, that's what we call the weakness side of this person who you know. Ukuhunwo, even honeymoon, a bones better than talk. And fan will say, what can all these vows? You will leave the marriage. Yes, because you are surprised. So that's it. So say counselors, maybe I shall say more counseling for marriage. Then in fact the topic of temperament in shame catch yourself for say Mr. So that you know who you're going to settle down with for the rest of your life. So before we go ahead, let's talk about those who are sponsoring us. In fact, also I would say, you can also sponsor us by way of sending Momo. There's nothing like a friend said, any amount you can send, it can help us so that we can also continue to pay for the airtime, because it's not for free. It's not free, yes. So they can pay for the airtime. Also, but also you can also do same by supporting us with a Momo, whether any amount. I don't know. Let me name something. That 5 CDs, 10 CDs, whatever amount you can support right now. Send it on this number 0242 661127 0242 66 11 27. Edian by me Pastor Sam. The full name will be Christian Sam Nketia. If you do that, you are supporting us. Oh yes, sir. You are telling us we should keep on doing this program because enye easy. Na go pon sharpa. Na mefa na sieka so Emma Hortenses Laundry and Cleaning Services. Hortenses Laundry and Cleaning Services. Omo Genius Tom Peg Street now so hona Hortenses ewo. Ono dey say anything cleaning. Say omra ofi mesi wo niema non to so ma your car laundry your office a dana masie wie ne hwaye basa na o me cleaning. Listen, obeye ni nyina ma pep wa kro ni beje enti frequenting test number you so 0242 24 87 80. What in test you don't know 0242 24 87 80 on the number no friend so that we can keep on coming on this program with this topic, sir. Buama, we can stay in peace with our partners. Yes, And James Faith Electricals. James Faith is also an expert in house wiring. James Faith is also an expert in house wiring and all electrical installation. They will do a justice work for you. In fact, they will do an expert work for you. No mistake. What you say, because you have faith in him, he will do a faithful work for you. He's the person you can trust. And he's the best person you can trust. James Faith was Sokobine. Also number or say friend 0545 66 6070 0545 66 6070. James Faith one day yejuma 24/7. Sabre kwam no ka say over pa friend no baba yejuma na ma e bia wanya fault electrical fault obeba sisi a obetu ni car abasisi a to fix on ka say mada da bi obeba abejuma na ma. And I also a as individual. They say what kind of sponsors no what you say. You can also sponsor us by sending us any amount you can with your Momo, okay? On this Momo number. Momo number ne wo no nim bet. Me dia we send ya be boy no. 0242 661127, and the Lord will bless you massively. And let's go straight, and I will come in again asking you to help us one more time. Let's go in with the share I said last week. That's it. Mamin Kawa went here. So how you can manage a phlegmatic partner. Good. Last week we talked about a phlegmatic person, a temperament, any discuss here, and we spoke about who they are and what they can do to you, their weak, in fact, their strengths and their weaknesses. What you say? It's a phlegmatic is the calm, the easygoing, and never get upset till you. An individual with such a high boiling point. In fact, they never get upset easily. It is anybody who share the most when you're home. When you're home, pep. You like that person, and such people attract a lot of people. Like me, it attracted me, and my partner is a pure phlegmatic, and I melancholic. But I tell you, the major aspect of my partner is phlegmatic, and because of their good nature, easygoing, they attract the opposite. The opposite, ne correct. What you say? Some people like me, and at the end of the day, their weakness, if you don't take care, there will be fire in the house every day. Any discussion, some of their strengths and their weakness. Because we want to go and see how we can manage or how we can live with them, deal with them, and there will be any fight or cohesion. Because opposite attracts. But when they attract and it's not managed well, they crash. What you say? Yes, there's some of their strengths. Said calm, cool, easygoing, diplomatic, dependable. In fact, for me, my wife is a dependable woman, I tell you. And it's true. These strengths in them, they are there. You see them, and I've seen it. And they are objective or not doing so you can't say they should stop. They will do it. And they are efficient. Or this you're being here on your be or so you do it, like ambassadorly or and they are orderly. Are you listening? They are orderly and they are agreeable. In fact, all these are good qualities of them, and it will attract the opposite correct person, like myself sitting here, where the fight and the misunderstanding and why comes in is their weakness. Their weakness is dangerous, very, very, very dangerous. Whether a man, in fact, if it's in a man, they are very, 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 very dangerous. But they will memua, yana, at least a man is supposed to be the head of the family. Now, bemen akoyo be phlegmatic, easy going. Opkushu kura bontin kura. Ne wife we train with you know easy going. Now your friends will be a man different direction go to kura. Obe fear trouble. So ekobase is in a manner. Yana very the women suffer a lot. But because we are the head of the family, no, we see the weakness. We see, but at least it helps us to calm down. Because if you love your wife as I love my wife, it will make you calm down, right? Now to change you, cry. And their weaknesses, some of them, they are passive. They can be a passiver. One money to jar. One kind of so. Why is I cook or betuna one kind of two I want to. And if any passive, so catch say yeah. Obey. One can say, yeah, now the unimu say, Oba dear, and a bema dear was sudieni, de biabe kuntokwa, because what dream you will say, unim when you do tap and so dear, was so who I said, dear, yes, no, this is some of their weakness, they are passive, unless you tell them, unless you remind them, and they are subjected to what? Procrastination, you'll be shocked at this one. You'll be shocked at this one. And they are indecisive. O si fapima. Will be one or better pa. Just a one hour. And you will find all this as problem, as challenge. So unini per se why we are one here. That's why we have to study this temperament of every person, especially your partner. And they are fearful and filled with worries. What I say, they are unsure, they are self-protective, they are stubborn, they are selfish, they are stingy, and they are slow and lazy. I hope you have understood what I've talked about. I want to say their strength is very encouraging, they are loving. What would their weakness? Their weakness is dangerous. But today we are going to learn how to deal with them, how we can live with them. Because point number one, you need to pray for them, help them in prayer first. Because don't forget, Ephesians will tell you, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. Now, my mention first, no, ni pursue. Omo bia different. In fact, mama no papa kura wo a unua bema de dey different from your own. Ni pursue omo bia bi. I'm talking about the strength. But I'm not sure. Listen, no, I stand to be corrected. I'm not sure. Say the weakness here it is God that did that. No. Because Nakopon Sam Chere and say, Obo bibian, obo nipan, everything was perfect. Now then they see Obon Sambe that the nipan na medium ye sure say or no so be dria said you for every temperament into obia esnobia nedie be pacha what I say na the mbobos no ebu wa ene ebi die eyepe selfishness say all the temperament obia is selfish and the weakness in there is with everybody. And I believe you say because Jesus Christ na sia from boy say ye dua dua papa na hwana ade chin wa ko dua dua boni yenkode ko tutu ano se da bi munya no mano enyini mum enyini twabren dua be tutu de o say ye ja ho no obonu fo so ba be dua na de enti no sanete. When God does something good, the devil also comes in and also do the opposite of it. And Namika said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So you cannot just start because you are lazy, you are that. No. The first thing you have to do is to pray. Pray for your partner. Even before you talk about it, pray. before obeka say me do na assume si dem pese me yenie, pray about it. Pray that, because say only e kasana say only time for you are the okay nyina ekugu friends saying e fa na switch want it. And you know, the first thing to do is to commit your partner into God's hands. Good. And now, point number 2, I said, say, before you can deal with this or manage this, yes, listen, you cannot, what do you mean cure? I don't know born. So you cannot cure. So forget about curing. You to me. And no matter how much you talk, it's rather going to worsen it. And this leads my second point. Say, one who say the weakness near no, and yet a hot mumuna de be out of one is so. No, Ubo won't name say the weakness, but as you have lived with her, no. Bon say de be out say, yeah, Obekoban no one ye. Na de be out say, my catcher or say, and them person ma Shannon so said, de be a one who didn't a who yonko fault no, TNU. Wa holding a who yonko fault or they be our casa found like a how no. You are the solution. Meaning, if you talking about it, there is no problem. They be come out here. Ebia who say, oh, you're lazy. Ebia on sorry Ebia on ye la friend say, oh, yet a fear on CC because omono some now I can their strength is. So cast away ya dear obeying to the maximum, to the efficient. But say and can the plans of one obecast or quadrifo. I ain't a can't say quadrifo because and can the plans one you see them like that. And to the one who now come one seminal point I was say was sharing say don't talk about it. Stop. Because you can run yet. Who can reach you one yet? The Biocasa fan one which I didn't see. Obeying because omono. That is their strength. They are calm, they are easygoing, they want peace, they are peacemakers. Two casa on one casa. On casa and so special. Make an me. So make us an wedding. You are going to worsen situation. For me, or what I would advise you to do is that stop talking about it. If you stop talking about it, in fact, you are trying and you are making the solution right away. Anytime we'll be framing for counseling. Then if I say, I will listen to you and the first thing I will ask you is that you want to solve this problem that is within you and your husband, or say yes. And I will tell you, say, then you are the major stakeholder in this problem. Problem of can't be on me discuss you. One now we a solution of this problem. So but jatum and you go through this pain with me, you have solved the problem. Because that person does not see anything you are talking about. And to be cancer, because of crap, no crab you. Bones at the end of the day, over 10 years again, to say, you don't love me again, and the bra 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 bra. So what I say, So the best thing you have to do is agree with her or him. Stop talking about it. And then, the ufi say, on timing and I want you know. Do it. Start doing them. Because in marriage, we marry to perfect each other, not to compete each other. Tinio. We marry to perfect each other. That's part of the purpose of marriage, to perfect each other. So this is the weakness of your partner. Or no. Unto me, and set goals for herself or himself. Into who the goal setter, pace setter. Why don't you help? I didn't know one. But always you say, oh, they cried the say, and the say, instead of to talk about the negative, try to help. The own timiniano. Do you understand? The own timiniano try to do what? Help. Say it. In fact, teach. Be a good teacher, not a teacher who is always teaching and telling the students that my country and they be a poo. In fact, your wife is not your student. In as much as you are teaching, or your husband is not your student, in as much as you are teaching, does not make her your student. They be out between about now, and I bet and Debbie, you worsen things. Try to understand her situation, trying to understand his situation, and you can help. Listen, so your bar now you phlegmatic one here. you will never respect your husband. But for me, I want to tell you, you can never take the position of a man in a marriage. You can't disrespect your husband because he's not a goal sector, or he don't care about anything. Or because of that, you take that opportunity to, disrespect your husband. God is in heaven, is watching you. So the best you can do is to be humbled, because you are a woman. The Bible says, submit to your husband. You don't want to get a husband who is authoritative before you can submit to that person. No, because I've met a woman who is correct, a leader in the home. And like I'm saying, he has no respect for the husband. There's a situation I see here, and somebody said, I'm going to report to your husband. I said, I then report it to my husband. So my boy said, Neba na saying, there's the correct woman talking. And I said, what? And that is what I'm trying to let you understand. Try. You are a woman. You are the leader in the house. You are of yourself because of your temperament. God being so good. But weakness, also say, you are easily angered. You are domineering. You want to lead your husband because, at the end of the day, because of the temperament. Don't forget, the husband is the head of the family. If you fail to honor your head, in fact, where are you going as a wife? You have failed as a wife. So don't let that your temperament lead you to bully your husband in the home, because they can make even in a relationship. Listen, you will not see it, because they pay obey what dresses shepe kama and oba besrao. The same to beman so ben also shepe nice and oba besrao. But some could snubble Missa Warefua. It will be takase and pranche ed the chawade. And pranche dear, and yet do and chawade, because and pranche you're free. You are not free. But in marriage, you are free. You are free. Yes, when you are, also we cannot come about abortion. You can't abort your friends. One can say about I won't know. You are not ashamed to do that, because it's in marriage. But in a relationship, but in marriage, I would say in French, because papa tia, mama tia. 1 point no. But in marriage, you are free. You can even go to school, and your husband or your wife is pregnant, or the needs and go school with all the pride, because I said a ring. There is no shame in that. But make us say, don't worry, sorry. The shame, the stigma. It's never like that. And when you enter into man, that's why you see all this temperament. I make us and it's your time, like said, this is how you can live with your partner, the phlegmatic partner. This is how you can do it. You can do that with the Mame San Kai will say, wow, Wajibrawuti and we Marriage Academy on Capital Radio 97.1. And then my say be phone lines now. Admiral Krake say over to me the ballroom dia then ofra. Who question beside ya be foul. Who need question be so I sorry. Free Jumedi, so the mom Kai say you will support us. Number bet me afraid quickly before a best kono. 0557. In terms of pass or gentleman afraid any come you question be a in terms of 0557 52 22 13. May science is bio 0557 52 22 13. With me so afraid say wo person friend na wo asembi sebi and na person bisa yen in term na friend borem na yen foul na yen sorry jumedi so na men kai say James Faith and na Oma soya sene. James Faith na soya sene. And or say any electrical installation, house wire and freno na omebuao. Bet my ballroom fraying and some my storage median so I'll be about. Okay, near me patch or some free view. Yeah, but what dinner so 0557 52 22 13. Number bet me afraid about studio line so near hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Pacha. Would this not get free?
Pacha, mo family, Emma.
Me Pacha was saying, Miss, and say, and our contribution is saying.
Oh, Yamiato. Oh, that, let be a more.
Pacho say?
Let's see. There be a more.
Okay, as I maintain the work, but you better also be me after 0557 52 22 13. Hello, good evening, Pacho. Dean, you can say free.
Yeah, they can say free, Bekwame, Kuchu Bekwame.
Okay, me too.
From Odope show.
Okay, Odope show.
Yes, Odope show Bakupe.
Okay, me too.
And branching the Yabi. And yet, that is our area. What you brown, who you free. And to me, no, yeah, doing 100%. Our area, a more than Cassa.
Yamin
Mamma, you didn't show why.
Okay.
May you do a bar, Papa Binanaya.
Okay.
Or fear so you know why.
Yamin or Papa Binanaya. Yamin also bet my borrow on time national 0557 52 22 13. Boremu frɛ betimi abo aba oyiraba so de papa ayi 0557 52 22 13 na also the contribution aba said the American no enti say o awadem na there is problem solve it because awade ede e chempratwe enti men ka say bi ja awade e na me yere ha dwen e na bra da bi empratwe no hu sa suban we nyina makotrem na hu ye eni enti no frɛ now so for adwen kyerɛ bra na ye nge ansana ya soro ye program is 0557 52 22 13 na me kai we say James Faith electrical services or say freno it was 0 and then the yana confused number 055 0545 66 60 76 aha and you pray so say ye kire nsanku obo you pray see ye nsanku obo wo ye osofo wo ye asore ba wani gi nsanku obo ho abra ye wo sokoban ye betro ye de 1 month pe and 3 months pe e betro mo hunu bo aha and so ya na wa frɛ your friends say number no ye sorry am de ya na mo betudwa na friends say hot and test on see cleaning services or say any cleaning any ombra ofi me su niema oba be boa o asiu niema na ma bibia ye yopo 0242 24 8780 aha and then I may say appeal to also awuti and say you can support us. You can do what? Support us by Momo. So be a next program. We have a lot. But the time we put the ana is 30 minutes. You hear at least 1 hour to finish this program. And you know, we'll be to so ascend in any amount. Keep to be on this Momo number 0242 66 1127 0242 661127. Yes, sorry, so Nyakupo Yadman next week. Yasan Babio. Medin Ede Pastor Sam. Yambo next week. Bye bye.